Hello and welcome. We're going to be using a small resistance band today. You can make your way all the way down onto your back. I'm going to reach the arms up and overhead, taking a full body lengthening. Taking a full inhale here, expanding belly and chest. Full exhale, belly and chest relaxes in, and bringing some movement to wrists and ankles, maybe a rotation of the head from side to side. We're going to start with some hip mobility, a controlled articular rotation, which is taking the hip through its full range of movement. So we're going to draw that left knee in, a little bit of movement before we begin. Then letting that left knee drop out to the side, extend that leg all the way down, rotating foot towards the ceiling twice more. Draw the knee in, let the knee drop out, extending all the way down to the floor. Last time. Foot towards the ceiling, knee draws in, leg drops out, extending out. 3 times the opposite way. So rotate that foot out, knee comes up, bringing it towards the chest, extending out. Twice more like that. So we're rotating out, that knee draws up, extending all the way down to the floor. Last time. Rotate out, knee comes up, bring the knee towards the chest, extending out. Now drawing that knee back in towards the chest, we're going to be using the band. So we're going to place it over the balls of the feet rather than that midfoot, just because it can be a little uncomfortable. We're going to draw that leg in and come into terminal knee extension. So with the inhale, we're going to bend the knee. Exhale, extend it out. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend, focusing on engaging that quad to come to that terminal knee extension. Let's go for 2 more here. I'm going to come into a twist. So we're going to reach that right hand for the band, left arm relaxes down, sending that leg all the way over. Now I haven't done it here, but if you do feel this is too strong, we can also bend the knee and catch hold of the knee. Bending that knee to bring it all the way back in, release the band, coming to a single leg happy baby, catching the outer edge of that foot. Option 2, add in a little rock here. If you want a bit more, we can extend that leg out. And drawing both knees towards the chest, giving yourself a little hug, a few rocks from side to side, or circles with the knees, just gently massaging that lower back. This is also really nice for the nervous system. And we'll come into that other side, extending the left leg out. Extend the arms to a T, right leg drops out, extending towards the floor, foot to the ceiling, knee to chest, twice more. Draw the knee in, out to the side, towards the floor, rotating the foot up, opposite way. So rotating out, knee goes out, knee to chest, extending forward. Twice more. Lovely, making sure we're really rotating that foot out before we lift the knee up, bring the knee to chest, extending out. Draw that knee all the way back in, give it a little hug. We're going to grab our band, placing it on the balls of the feet, extending that leg up, coming to our terminal knee extension. So inhale, bend, exhale, extend, making sure we're engaging through that quad. And we'll come into that twist in 2 and 1. Reach the hands a little bit further down, extend right arm out, dropping left foot to the side. We can bend the knee again if this is a little bit too strong. Taking a bend through the knee to come back to center, single leg happy baby, catching outer edge of the foot. Option to extend that leg out if you want a little bit more, or maybe adding in some rocks from side to side, just seeing what feels really good for you here. Taking a last breath or 2 here, then drawing knees towards chest. Taking some free movement, whether that's circles, maybe you want to come back to that rock from side to side, maybe circles with the knees, keeping them together. And we'll rock all the way up to a seated position. We're going to come to a butterfly pose with the feet. Soles of the feet meet, knees drop out, grab hold of that band, wrap it around the back. We're going to loop one side around both of the feet, and then the other side also over both of the feet. Alright, finding a comfortable position here, whether that means a few rocks, we can adjust that band, and we want to make sure that it's pulling through on that lower back. taking any other movement that's going to support you here, and we're going to work on some abduction. So inhale, knees draw together, exhale, opening them out, just following the breath. Inhale together, exhale, opening out. So we should feel a nice opening through the hips, coming into neck and shoulders now, dropping the head off to one side. We're going to take 2 full rotations of the head, first one direction, then we're going to switch to rotate the opposite way, taking your time here. Once you've completed, we're just going to bring the chin towards the chest. And we're going to roll the shoulders forward and up with the inhale, back and down with the exhale, again following with your breath. Coming to some cat-cows, we're going to inhale, belly comes through, chest comes through, lift the gaze, exhale, rounding the spine, pressing against that band, separate shoulder blades, chin to chest. Going for a few more here. I like to ripple up the spine, so I'll show you from the side. So with the inhale, from the sacrum all the way to crown, with the exhale, sacrum all the way to crown, really bringing in that ripple movement. Going for that last one now. Inhale, cow, exhale, cat. Beautiful, coming to a neutral spinal position. And we're going to remove that band. So we're going to take one side off both of the feet, other side off, and we're going to bring the knees together, wrap it around the sides, place it on, I've got it on the balls of the feet here, but I'm going to transition it onto the heels after I extend out to a pancake. So extend those legs, and I'm just adjusting the resistance band onto my heels here. It's a bit more comfortable than that mid-foot, making sure that it's supporting that lower back to draw the lower back through. A lot of people tend to slump over in this position here. Making sure we have the toes slightly turned out. We should feel this through that inner thigh. A few little leans forward. Then we're going to come to some shoulder mobility, some swimmers. So you can extend the arms out to a T, palms face forward, hands come to the back of the head, extend out to that T, flip the palms, hands to the lower back. Inhale T, palms face forward, exhale, hands to the back of the head. Inhale T, flip the palms, exhale, hands to the lower back. Twice more. Last time. Alright, alternating. Flip one hand up, one hand down, sticking with that breath. So inhale T, exhale, one hand to head, one hand to lower back. Last time. Then we're going to take both arms out to a cactus. Inhale, arms rise, exhale, cactus. Really draw shoulder blades together. Good. Sticking with that breath. Last one. And relax the hands down, walking forward one last time here. Maybe you notice you can go a little deeper, maybe a few rocks from side to side if that feels good. Last breath here. Then we're going to draw the knees together, releasing that band, coming to a cross-legged position. We're going to come to the shoulders again. So extend that band forward, taking hold narrower will be more challenging. We're going to extend the band up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, dropping that elbows down. Inhale, extend, exhale, drawing that band behind, continuing with the breath, really drawing shoulder blades together, opening through the chest. This should feel really nice through the shoulders. Alright, going for some around the world. So we're going to go for 2 on each side, so drawing back, coming back to center, then going for the opposite side. Let's go for just 1 more on each side, and then we're going to make this slightly more challenging. Going for that last one, and then arms extend forward. We're going to take both arms up and all the way back. You'll notice that there is a point that is a little bit more tricky, so just going nice and slow through that point. If this isn't challenging enough, just bring the hands closer. Let's go for 2 more here. Last one. And then we're going to ditch that band, just popping it off to the side, coming to a 90-90 position with the legs. Bringing that left leg in front, right leg to the side, knee comes directly out from the hip and directly forward from the hip. We can place the hands behind and come into a 90-90 hip rock. If you want this to be a little bit more challenging, you can also bring your hands into the chest. Going for that final rock. And we're going to pause now, making sure we are in that 90-90 position. We're going to externally rotate through that right hip. So lifting the knee, lower the knee. We're going to exhale to rise, inhale, lower. That's 3. Let's go for 4 more, 8 in total. 5, 6, 7, last one. Then plant the hands. We're going to extend that left leg out, pull it back into that 90-90. 8 here as well, that's 2. We want to exhale, extend, inhale, draw the leg in. Exhale, extend, inhale, draw it in. 4 more. 2 to go. And after that last one, I'm going to keep that leg out, rolling onto the bum, place that left ankle onto right knee. Exhale, press the hips up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, center. Exhale, press the hips, nice lengthening through the shoulders. Inhale, lower. Exhale, rotate. Inhale through center. Let's go for 2 more. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, center. Press with the exhale. Inhale, drop down. Exhale, rotate. Inhale through center. Well done. Wrap that left foot around. We're coming to a combat sit for some ankle mobility. So we want to draw that right foot in nice and close, and knees over toes, and keep that right heel anchored on the mat. You can take a lean forward, pressing that knee forward. We should feel this lengthening through the back of the ankle in particular. Coming to a kneeling half straddle variation now. That right foot and right knee is in line with the left knee. We're going to rotate that right foot up toward the ceiling and then rotating it down. We can keep that right knee out and trying to keep it in line with the hip. You'll notice you have a slight little arc through the back as you rise and a little round as you drop that foot down. We're going for 4 in total. 1 more here. And then walk the hands to frame that right foot, left leg lengthens, and coming down to that 90-90 position. So we can just drop off to that right side. Coming to those external rotations, lift the left knee, lower. Exhale, rise, inhale, lower. Going for 8 in total again. We have 4 to go. Exhale, rise, inhale, lower. Last 2. Last one, then extending that right leg forward, drawing it back into that 90-90. Again, 8 in total. Exhale, extend, inhale, draw it in. Halfway there. Doing so well. We have 2 more here. Last one. Sweep that right foot onto the left knee. Exhale to press the hips towards the ceiling. Inhale, lower. Exhale, rotate. Inhale to center. Exhale, press. Inhale, lower. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, center. 2 more. Moving with your breath. Last one. Then taking that right leg off to the side for that combat sit, ankle mobility. So bringing that left foot in, sending weight over that left knee, knees over toes here. You want to make sure that that ankle is staying as close to the mat or on the mat if possible. Alright, time for that half straddle, extending the left leg out to the side, foot and knees in line with that right knee. We're going to rotate from the hip, lifting the foot up toward the ceiling, planting that foot down. 3 more here. Really trying to keep that left knee out and in line with the hip. I know these ones are a bit challenging. We have just 1 more here. Alright, let's come back into the spine. We're going to come to a kneeling position just to take hold of that band. We're going to wrap it around the body and place it through each hand, so it should be coming through just above the thumb and then on the outside. And we want it just below the shoulder blades. We're going to come to a tabletop position and move through some cat-cow. So with the inhale, we're going to arc through the back. With the exhale, we're going to round the spine. Inhales to arc, exhales to round. I want you to think about rippling up the spine with this movement. Going for just 1 more here, and then we're going to readjust the position of that band. So we're going to shift it higher so it's on the shoulder blades, coming back to that tabletop. Scapular push-ups. Exhale to press, inhale lower. We really want to separate shoulder blades as we press up, draw them together as we lower down and flowing with your breath. Just 2 more here. Last one. Alright, releasing that band, we can pop it at the top of our mat. And we're going to come to a downward facing dog. We're going to take a quick pedal out there and then come to an alternating lizard lunge. So we're going to step 1 foot forward outside the hand, step it back to that down dog. Stepping forward to that lunge, back to your down dog. Once more on each side. Exhale, step. Inhale, return. Exhale, step. Both feet step up this time to a deep lunge. Extend the arms towards the ceiling. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, deep lunge, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. 2 more like that. Inhale, deep lunge, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Last one. This time we're going to take hold of that band, walk the feet a little bit closer, placing one side of the band under the feet. We're going to come to a squat just to bring that band onto the upper back. We're going to come through some good morning, so coming all the way up, take hold of that band, tuck rib cage to hips. We're going to inhale, hinge the bum back, exhale, pressing forward. Inhale, hinge, exhale, press, pretending like you're trying to push your bum back as far as you possibly can to touch the wall behind you. Knees stay centered over the ankles. Last 2. Final one. Then we're going to come to some shoulder rolls. Let that band go a little bit further down on the back, keeping hold. We're going to roll the shoulders back, inhale forward and up, exhale back and down. 2 more. Then we're going to do a different variation of this. So we're going to release the band, just catching hold of either side. So we've got a little bit of downward pressure. Same thing here. Two more. Then we're going to take hold of that band just on one side, extending it forward as if you're holding a tray. If you want a little bit more, you can hold on to 2 sides. Exhale, open the arms out, inhale, come back to that tray. We're going for 8 in total here. This is a rotator cuff exercise. That's 4 now. Exhale, open, inhale, close. 2 to go. Then we're going to come to some pull aparts. So we're going to release that band, taking hold of both sides this time. We're going to extend the arms forward in line with the shoulders. And exhale, opening out. Inhale, release forward. Two more, and then we're going to go for diagonal pull apart. Then we're going to go for diagonal pull aparts. So exhale, open, inhale together. Exhale, open, inhale together. Good. Let's go for 4 more, 2 on each side. 2 to go, then we're going to come to some squats. So after this one, extend the band up and overhead, sinking the hips back, knees forward, pressing up. Inhale, lower, exhale, press. Keeping the rib cage tucked in, not flaring through the ribs. Two more, and then we're going to hold it down. On this one, hold it down, exhale, arms come in, inhale, extend. Exhale, cactus, inhale, extend. Good, keep it going. 4 more here, and then we're going to come to a nice stretch. Keep it going. 2. Last one, all the way up. Now drop one hand down, other arm comes up and over, just doing a nice lengthening through that side body. Switching sides, let's go for 2 on each side. So that bottom hand will really pull down. Last one. Alright, let's come all the way down onto the floor now. We're going to be coming to some glute bridges. So we'll place that band over the hips and then on each of the feet, and then come all the way down, just making sure that band is on about where the hip bones are, readjusting the band so it's underneath the heels. We want to take a little moment here to tuck the tailbone under to prepare before we move into our glute bridges. So when you're ready, extending the hands up and over the shoulders, pressing with the exhale, inhale, lower. Good, making sure that we have ribcage tucked to hips, really tucking that tailbone under. We want to go to where the knee, the hip, and the shoulder are all in one long line. We have 2 more here, and then we're going to stick with that lower and lift and add in a reach. So reaching right arm over, lower the glutes down, pressing up, left arm reaches over, lowering the glutes, opposite arm. Good, keep it going. Remembering inhales to lower, exhales to press and reach. 2 reaches left, 2. Last one, then we're going to come into the core a little bit so we can drop the glutes all the way down, remove that band. We're going to place one side over the feet and the other side in the hands. Then we're going to extend the feet out, arms out, pressing away, and then draw elbows and knees in together. Inhale, pressing out, exhale for the work, drawing everything back in together. Good, making sure we keep an imprinted spine here. If your back is popping off of the floor, just remembering to really engage that core to press down and maybe not lowering the feet quite so far. Two more here, and then we're going to stick with just the legs. Going for that last one. Then extending all the way out, just the legs lift, just the legs lower. Inhale, lower, exhale, rise. You are nearly there. This is the last little bit of our sequence. Keep it going. To go, keep it moving. You are nearly there. Last 2. Last 1. Draw the feet in, remove that band, hug the knees toward the chest, a few rocks from side to side. Then we're going to come to a twist, extending left leg, right knee comes all the way across, that left hand can guide it over, coming back to center, hug the knees in, switching sides, right leg lengthens, left leg comes all the way over. Coming back to center. Both knees come into the chest, taking a little rock up the spine, coming to a seated position. We're going to close with 3 breaths. Full inhale, full exhale, release. Full inhale, full exhale, release. 1 more. Full inhale, full exhale. Well done. We can float the hands down. You did so well. Thank you for joining me today. See you next time.